morning. And Liverpool 2, Wolves 0 at Anfield. We've kept four clean sheets a row in the Premier League. Somehow I can't believe how we've done that, but we do have the best goalkeeper in the world. And yeah, let's hope for more to come. Cheers.
Yes, yeah. Liverpool 2, Wolves nil. At the moment, just live watching Kopish in the background, the match rating for obviously legal reasons. Can't play the sound, but yeah, man. Watch the game and yeah, it's alright, I guess. I mean, first off, we weren't great. We weren't moving the ball. We weren't penetrating pools with the ball. We weren't moving quick enough in the spaces. We too lackadaisy or back and forth. And Simicast annoyed me because every ball was going back. We just looked shaky. And if Wolves had a bit about them, they could have scored. Really, well, they could have made chances. Then they could have scored easy, created more chances. But they nullified us. And then Elliot really should have scored. Salah was in and out. And the front three missing. And then second half picked up a bit. Still not enough. Trent got on the ball a little bit more. For me, wasn't much. Jota was just over trying too hard. That's what it was. And then finally, we got the Nunes scored, which again the referee chalked off Jota's foul, which we should have done, which was the right decision. And yeah, after that, VVD good header, 1-0. We needed that badly, and then the second goal was the best bit of play. The little gap code came on, the little 1-2 with let set with Simicast, who found out his brethren, his brethren Salah, and then yeah, good finish. And then we managed to see the game out reasonably well. We had some good stuff, parts and bobs, but just something still missing. I mean, Fabinho was hit and miss. He does some good bits, some good old tackles, but then some stuff that just been him all season. Elliot Huff and Buff, Bajic, Stefan, he done alright, but he tired out. So yeah, it's hit and miss. The defense I thought was a bit shaky. I mean, I'm saying Kanate had a stormer. I personally didn't think he had a stormer either, but he was solid that he was shaking the first half and then he proved better. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad for the points because I thought at halftime be another frustrating drop points in the story of our season. So I'm glad for that. But the big game against United, boy, boy, these players better pick up and remember who they are. I want the team or 20 of last season, 2021 to 2022, that team to wake up and smell the coffee because let me tell you something, we play like that tonight, it hurts me to say because I can't stand United. They're going to run a muck over us and it will just be the final nail in the coffin of a poor, bad, embarrassing season, yeah? So yeah, hopefully we pick up and do this. And one thing Klopp really needs to do because certain players are getting away with murder. Jones, Carvalho, where are they? They deserve game time. I mean, Jones at least has got a bit of presence of him in that midfield. And and Carvalho, I don't know what they've done. They need to get games or minutes, even starting some of these games because none of these players are playing well enough, apart from one or two. But we'll see. This is the biggest game, you man. This is the biggest main. Listen, if we lose, I'm by myself. Yeah, got to go to work the next day and get cuss out. No, no, no. Trent, fix up, nullify Rashford. Yeah, all right. Get your shoe, man. Mo, you score tonight. Be the Mo of old. Nunes. One thing I think Klopp do, she reverse the roles of whoever's Jota, Firmino, Blood, and put Nunes through the middle here. Yeah, because I think he's better. Because as much as he does running on the left, he just can't move the ball, whip the ball in. He's just too little bit slow at times with the ball, unless we're counter attacking. So anyway, Liverpool 2, Wolves nil. On to the next. Signing out. Boom.
Yes, lads, routine win, Liverpool 2, Wolves nil. Do you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I was listening to the Kopish post match review, and to be honest with you, I understand where they're coming from, but I do feel like they there was a bit of downplay in terms of how we played overall. I think for me, other than the first 15 minutes, I didn't really feel like Wolves were going to put us in any danger. I think we beat their press really well. We had really good spells of possession. We nicked the ball off them. Our press was really good. midfield wise, we were cutting out their passing channels when they did get attackers into our final third. I thought Ibu and Virgil made them look really ordinary. They looked like a team that are battling relegation. That being said, I think our attacking patterns of play need to really change. Not to suggest that we were spam crossing, but I don't understand. When we get into the final third, we cross the ball in a lot, right? And when you've got two defenders like Max Kilman and Craig Dawson, crossing the ball is food and drink for them. So I don't understand why we default to that a lot of the time when we're trying to like score a goal or test their goalkeeper. And that's the only criticism that I have, to be honest with you. We did a lot of good stuff without really testing their goalkeeper. We should really look to drive the ball low, hard and fast, pause, or cut the ball back to the edge of the box so someone can try and tap it to try and put it into the far post. Like you look at the second goal that we scored, that's a low ball, low driven ball, right? We need to do more of that. The other thing as well, in terms of attacking patterns of play, this game screamed out for a 10. If you stick Salah behind Nunes or behind Jota, whoever's up front, that's perfect. A player that drops in between their midfield and their defense, and then takes a touch. Especially the way Salah plays. Salah likes to be touch tight. He likes it when defenders or whoever is touch tight with him. So we take touch, hold up the ball, turn, and then find either a player on the left wing, the right wing, or put it straight down the middle. And it's perfect for someone like Nunes who likes to play on the shoulder of the defender. That being said, clean sheet, very good. Again, overall performance was quite nice to see, but we need to start creating more chances. We need to test the goalkeeper a lot more. Jose Sarr, to be honest with you, had quite. I mean, I know he conceded 2 goals, but for the most part, he couldn't do anything about them. For the most part, he had a very easy night. We didn't really look spectacular in the final third. But yeah, that's it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, we've got Man United at the weekend. Big game. We have to slap them. Our season is very bad right now, but a good convincing win against Man United could literally change all our fortune. Like, comment, subscribe, people. Peace.
Big up to all. Big up to the Kopish family. So, sorry I couldn't post a match review for Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Let's be honest. There wasn't much to review, was there? But on to the game that just took place. Liverpool versus Wolves. Now, not the best first half. There were promising signs. We looked like we were kind of the better team, but still not a good enough first half. But then on came the second half, where we looked more energetic. We look like a team who had ideas on how to get the win, and we had a disallowed goal. But a few moments later, we had the brilliance of Diogo Jota and Virgil van Dijk to get our first goal. Right after that, we had Simicas and Mosola linking up for the second. That right there seemed like the game was done and dusted. Now, why would we say that is because the team played very convincingly in the second half. So, really glad that we got the 3 points and it was a good performance. But we need to follow this up with another win against our biggest rivals, Manchester United. Can we get the job done? I'm not so sure, but let's give it our all. See you, lads.
Hi, Team Kopish. Big up to Matt, Drifty, and Callum. Now, it's been a while since I jumped on here. The team ain't filled me with much joy or anything that I'm sure everybody hasn't been saying. Anybody who watches Liverpool, would say. But today, I felt different. I mean, last night I missed the Northern Lights, didn't get to see them, but I was hoping maybe somebody will shed some light onto Liverpool at Anfield tonight. And they did that. I feel like if you've been a Liverpool fan for the past, I don't know, this season, well, at least this year, there's no way you would have gone into this game, especially after the Real Madrid and Crystal Palace game, going, yeah, no, I'm confident we'll get 3 points. Yeah. If you did, I admire your delusionalism. I admire what some would say hope. And they do say it's the hope that kills you. And we as fans, I guess that's what we live on, really, hope. But this wasn't hope. We've seen the performances and they did not fill you with hope. The only time I actually genuinely got hope was when I saw the lineup and I saw that Klopp had finally changed, added players, some players that are probably hungry to show a level of performance and want to eat. And although, the one guy, although Nunes may not be that guy, the guy, in the way the season's going now, he might end up being that guy because he's the only one that adds that spark, that unpredictability is what I would say. I would use that something that can get you going or think, you know what, all right, something could happen here. Otherwise, sometimes we just amble along and just do some silly and erratic things, just non-basic principles of playing the game that they know and we know that they can do so well. So in this game, as usual, it started off the same again. We're passing about at the back and then we'll try thread it. Even though we're on our edge of our half, try thread it 60 yards through on the ground somewhere to somebody's feet when it ain't happening. And Wolves, really didn't take advantage or didn't take hold. And then we slowly built into the game. We still did stuff like that though. But there was a momentum, a something. I could feel it. And that is the most, I think, important part that I wanted to see overall from the team. When you show that, you're hungry, that there is something still there. There's that, it could be intensity or will, Sometimes they say, like, when there's nothing else left in you, you could not be the most, you could have no strength, no nothing, but that will, that little bit something that's willing to give to the last ends or sinew of your body, that shows that. And passion, you could say, endeavor, and we as fans, we love to see that. You could be the worst team in the world, but if every day you go out there and you show that you truly try, you're truly giving something, then we as fans will always appreciate that. I mean, why do you think there's still fans that support teams that are not even maybe registered to all of us? Because they have that either hope or they love that team because they see some performance or they see something that resonates with them. And tonight, this performance was better, gave you a level of, do you know what, okay, there's something there. We're not just ambling along, trotting along, just, players just making their money and then going home kind of feel like. And I think the biggest problem with our current form or this season is the fact that it's not necessarily, we brought in loads of players and there's a change of manager or this, so that's going to affect, there's a transitional period that's going to affect players and this and that. It's the drop off, from being 2 games away from being almost immortalized to then being mid-table. I think it's that factor and the level of performance of what these gentlemen could have reached last year. And we saw that level of performance, the consistency over 63, 64 games, played a full season, and I can understand it may, play its toll on you, and you could be burnt out. But it's the massive drop off, and it's a massive drop off. It's not like, oh, it started the season well, oh yeah, it was all right. Da, 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 da. It's just been, oh, you watch a game, you're like, oh, at first you think, oh, it's tired, oh, it's this and that, and then you watch other games where it just there's nothing. It was nothing. But I digress. I'm going on, but something I just felt I had to say. But this offered promise. I think promise. The fact that Nunes was back. He's there to cause problems. Jota was back. It's good to see Jota back as well. It just changes the whole dynamic of the top of our team. The defense was much better with Kanate back as well. Trent didn't. I swear, man, I feel Trent needs to shave off his hair. I think my man's got the dreads, and he's been casual in his approach. Like, that I don't know, he might be like Samson. I think he's the opposite. Shave off the hair, maybe get his full powers back. But Trent was good today, actually. He was very good. I didn't feel frustrated by him or anything like that. The defense was all right. I do worry that better attackers, i.e. Real Madrid, could punish us still, but this is a good confidence boost, a clean sheet again. Although we've been keeping them in the league, which is weird. Clean sheets in the league, but it hasn't been comprehensive clean sheets. I feel better attackers will definitely do harm, but this offered optimism. Who knows? We could go to the Bernabeu and they're so surprised by these guys that something could happen that makes us truly believe, but maybe not get us over the line. And I think that's what we can hope for. If they can make us, if they say they don't do it necessarily, but perform where it's close or it offers that shows again maybe progression or adaptation, adapting, allowing others to play who are hungry, and that's at the end of the day, when Klopp makes a mistake, I think he should be called out on it, and when he does well, he should get the props as well. But I think this is something most fans have been waiting for Klopp to give others chances. But I guess Jota, we've been waiting for certain players to come back as well, and we knew in essence the level they at would, up the level of how we play and the performance. So overall, it was good to see them players back, and if only Luis Diaz was back as well, I think the top would flow really well, and we would have options or something that would just ignite games and light up performances. What more can I say? And this is not a slander or anything. Although Salah scored, I don't know what. Well, he's one of many players, the whole team, that for some reason it's not there. He's getting in positions. I mean, the other night I just went back just to cheer myself up to watch, previous season goals by the whole team and the flow and how they move and the finishing. And I'm watching how Salah used to finish, like a side foot place in the corner, hit this. It was just sometimes nonchalant, and it was just a given. Like, you're like, he's through there, he's at that angle, he's bending it far corner or he's tapping it there. And now, like, every time he goes to hit it or side foot it, it just rolls to the keeper, rolls off, hits a player, and you're just like, what's happened? Like, I don't know. Like, they do say form is temporary and class is permanent, and I thought that was his class. The finishing, the way he would finish like that, that's your thing. Henri used to have that side foot thing that when he's through, you're like, yeah, he's going to do that side foot thing and it's done. But Salah's just hitting everything. Corner flag, side poses, over the bar, anything that can get in his way will get in his way. And I need him to, that mindset, that killer, mindset finishing, he needs to get that back. And some of his decision making as well on crossing, but that's digressing. Tsimikas had a great game. He had a really good game. I thought when Adame came on, he might trouble him, but he dealt with him well. I think having backup and somebody there. Fabinho looked a lot better. Elliot looked better in that side, although Elliot needs to get tougher. I don't know if he should start against Real. I think he might get destroyed. But yeah, positives as well. Like Alisson didn't start messing about too much now. Times I just see him just boo it out. That's all you got to do. Don't mess about too much. Get it out. That's what Virgil did a bit that as well. But overall, all I can say is thank you, boys. Thank you. That level of optimism now of Real Madrid. You know, that game coming up on Sunday, giving me something. I was dreading this Sunday against them. And they're in 4 trophies. Opportunity of winning 4 trophies after we did well. And then now they're having this weird ass season. We will play them now, and they're still winning games. They won tonight in the FA Cup as well. And they got youngsters coming through, and Rashford's on. Oh, my days. But you know, it's that derby. And I need the boys to turn up. Please turn up. Please, boys. If you beat them, it'd be so, yeah. But anyway, well done, boys. And big up to Matt and Drifty, allowing me this time and platform to say my piece. And Callum, sorry, didn't miss you out there. Mr. Hype, probably going for quad again next year. But peace out. Thank you.